So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Knight shakes it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. It's
a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now they try the right side here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up Because otherwise, this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Second down, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw on second down. Knight. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Knight trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On third down, Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Here's Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, but still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Throwing is Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid game.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Leopard,
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A handoff to Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. 38 yards on the scamper there. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.